Welcome to this Windows and Computer channel, and this is a quick look at one of the features of the May 2020 update, or version 2004, that has to do with the temperature of the GPU or your graphics processor in your PC. Of course, a lot of people say, well, I don't have any temperature showing up there, and there are several reasons why you might or might not. So in the Task Manager, if you right-click on your taskbar at the bottom, go into the Task Manager. If you go into the Performance option and go way down to GPU, you will see that there's a possibility of getting temperatures for your GPUs. Now here I've got two GPUs. One is my Intel GPU. Notice as it doesn't have the temperature, but the GPU for the NVIDIA, this one has the temperature that is here, and it says my GPU temperature right now is 39 Celsius. So this is something that shows up first of all on mostly dedicated GPUs. Most integrated GPUs will not have that information. A lot of them don't have a temperature measure. One of the reasons, for example, for my Intel UHD graphic here to not show a temperature is because the CPU itself often has the temperature in a if you have the utilities for your Intel or AMD chip, it gives you the temperature of the chip. And in a Intel chip, well, you gotta understand that most of the GPU that you have, or the graphics processor, is integrated in the CPU chip. They're both on the same chip. So that means the temperature of the CPU is pretty much the temperature of the GPU. It all goes together. Here on GPU 1, which I have a dedicated NVIDIA GPU, now you've got the information about the temperature. One note also that I've noticed is sometimes the temperature is not going to be showing unless you actually use it. So there are some cases where you might need to start a graphic intensive app that uses the GPU or a game before it actually shows up here. But for the most part, the GPU temperatures show up. Once again, if you have integrated graphics, most of you will not have that data. It will not show the temperature of the GPU on a dedicated graphics most of the time. It's really mostly for different GPUs or a extra graphics processor like an NVIDIA or a Radeon. One of the things also is sometimes it could happen that the temperature reading needs to have a dedicated app that is with the device. So for example, I've got on my Acer, they actually give something called NitroSense, which is a dedicated app for your CPU control and also for the dedicated GPU, and this one will actually give you information with temperatures. Here you see it doesn't show my GPU temperature because it's unused, but it does show my CPU temperature as it's being used. And the CPU, like I said, and the GPU, the integrated graphics UHD, are the same chip, so they're pretty much at the same temperature. And here my high usage has to do with, I'm recording, I'm doing several things at the same time, so it actually ups the temperature. If I would use the GPU for some purpose, then this would actually show up and say, okay, you've got this temperature, and this is the best way to see it in a different way with its percentage of being used. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, give us a thumbs up. Thank you for watching.